Hi there, my name is Hardik Harsora, your friend and your well wisher, sharing my life stories with you so that it can add value in your life. We spoke about small being actually big in the last episode, how breaking a big goal into smaller tasks tricks our brain and helps us move forward. This learning of doing small things consistently helped me achieve big things. And I'm sure if you do the same, you will also be helped. Today, my friend, I will talk about another story of my life. In fact, a story that contributed immensely to my personality and it made me the me I am today. So, the story goes back to the days when I had dropped out of my regular college and had started doing jobs to build my career in IT. Remember, I wanted to become an engineer, and assembling computers is what made me an engineer because that's what people would call, right? Computer engineer. So, I had started doing my graduation from Mumbai University, distance education. I was willing to give it all to become that engineer. And I was even getting success. I had moved into a 5k job per month in a company called Sifi from doing a job which did not pay me anything. Of course, I had volunteered for that. I was also learning at the pace that I would like to be. My father, on the other hand, was struggling to keep up on his business. He had moved from being into fast food business to real estate broking to a convenience store. Nothing seemed to work. Finally, one day, when I got back in the evening, and I used to have a very busy schedule, I would go to the college in the morning, then walk from the college for about 30-40 minutes and reach my workplace, and then do work there, and then come back. And I used to stay in Vasai. I, in fact, stay in Vasai right now. So, come back in a train that is super crowded. When I got back, I saw my father sitting on the table and his best friend, Vijay, lovingly I call him Vijay Kaka, was there counseling him. At first, as a young guy, I didn't really understand what was happening. But very, very quickly, I understood that my father was crying. I had never seen my father cry. He's that one guy who, in the face of absolute adversity, will stand tall and brave. He's that way even right now. But that time he was crying. His business had failed, and he said this: I failed, Vijay. I could not make it for my family. These words made a deep, deep impact on me. It stays with me still. I suddenly realized that my job was very important, not for the learning, but for the money it bought. My learnings were not good enough if I could not get enough for my family. Suddenly, my goal, unsaid, unspoken, unconscious, was one, to make money, and second, to save money. And this gave birth to the new risk averse person, Hardik. All the steps I took thereafter was keeping in mind these two subconscious goals. I started evaluating things very minutely, making sure I do things that are certain, absolutely certain. I started hating uncertainty. Of course, I never took a risk. That made me a very good consultant, also, by the way. Because when I consult, I look at the worst possible scenario that anybody could have and then build processes to handle that scenario. This, however, has a downside too. Sometimes in life, you got to take risk. You have to be okay with uncertainty and still be able to proceed. Because life does not always offer guarantee, right? I would have never started my business if it was not for my business partner, if it was not for my family. My business partner pushed me time and again to believe in myself and believe in the magic and continue to persevere. My family supported me, and I would not have eliminated those Monday blues, without this business. So I achieved quite a bit, and I'm very thankful that I took that uncertain step in spite of not naturally wanting to take it. What I learned is this: there is a price one has to pay to reach where one wants to reach. The price can be that of time, it can be that of money, it can be that of dealing with things you are not ready to deal with. In my case, uncertainty, risk. And it is the price that you are willing to pay decides what you will achieve. So while you learn to do small things because they make it big, also be certain you will be asked to pay the price to get there. At that time, you don't have to stop. You have to pay the price. Strive and embrace that learning, because that's the only way you will eliminate your Monday blues. I will urge you to think of that one thing today that puts a brake on your want to achieve that big dream. It could be anything. You want to become a big businessman, you want to do very good in your corporate career, you want to be the best husband, the best wife, the best brother, the best sister, the best son, whatever that big thing is for you. Identify why those brakes get applied. What is your story? What got you to apply those brakes and have that false ceiling? Then think of what you must do to overcome that false ceiling. And yes, it is false. You have created that for yourself because of something that happened in your life. Break that ceiling, make that change. Make sure you make that change by doing smaller things and start your journey to eliminate the Monday blues from your life. With that being said, I thank you very much for listening to this podcast so patiently. I'm looking forward for your feedback, and I'm sure you're enjoying this, but I would like to hear it from you. So until we meet next time, keep propelling.